welcome to Delightful, Delicious, Delovely. My name is Christina Elise, and today I am going to be making vegan spinach stuffed eggplant rollatini. I have 2 large eggplants that I sliced about 1/4 of an inch thick with my mandolin. I have a really nice one I got at Bed Bath & Beyond for like $80 or something. It's linked in the notes below. I sliced 2 eggplants with the ends cut off each end, 1/4 inch thick, and then I put them on some paper towels and I drained them with a little bit of salt on each side for a couple minutes, 10 minutes, and now they're on this cooking sheet, and I'm going to stick them in the oven, which is preheated at 400 degrees. I'm going to put these in there for 10 minutes. I'll be right back. Now I have about a scant tablespoon of olive oil heating in here. I'm going to splatter myself terribly, so I'm going to have this shield to protect myself. This is about 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. Oof! Ouch! That happened faster than I expected. 5 or 6 cloves of garlic that I minced. Oh my goodness, stop it. It's a very small mince. I'll show you. And you don't want it to burn. You don't want it even to turn brown. So that's already less than a minute. What I'm going to add right away, this is going to really burn me, I know it. I'm adding this 27-ounce container of tomato. Of strained tomatoes. Oh, by the way, I'm also making an arrabbiata sauce. So it's the rollatini with a homemade arrabbiata sauce, which is a spicy tomato sauce. You don't have to make the sauce yourself. You could use your favorite jarred sauce or your own favorite home recipe, whatever you prefer to do. But this is like a 5-minute. This will take less time to make than it will for those eggplants to cook it for the 10 minutes they're in the oven. All right, I'm going to add to this some herbs. I like spicy sauce. I'm going to add a tablespoon of this. It's up to you. You could go with a teaspoon. You can go with none. Just make it a marinara. Don't even make it as spicy. Arrabbiata. But I like things spicy, so I'm going to add the arrabbiata. I mean the crushed red pepper. It was about a tablespoon of crushed red pepper. This is a teaspoon of just white sugar. I'm going to add a teaspoon of pepper. I'm going to add a teaspoon of dry oregano. Half a teaspoon of salt. You can always add more salt later. Don't want to overdo it and be sorry. And I'm also finally going to add, this is about a good handful, like a good fistful of mixed fresh herbs. The herbs that I used were basil, thyme, oregano, and parsley. You can use whatever you have around, all of them, or just one of them. I had them all, so I used them all. And that's basically it. I'm just going to let this cook on the stove until I'm ready to use it, probably in half an hour. Just let the flavors meld. Got to bring it to a boil and then simmer it until I'm ready to use it, and that's that. So I'm going to put it in the stove, and I'll be right back. I'm back. Before I forget, these pommy, I guess, strained tomatoes, they come in these cartons are better for you than canned tomato goods because canned tomatoes have so much acid that they tend to have the PBA in the lining of the cans. It breaks it down and gets into your tomatoes, which you don't want. I still use canned stuff occasionally when I'm in a pinch, but I prefer to use the stuff in a carton, and I recommend it. Or fresh tomatoes, even better. All right, I'll be back to make the spinach stuffing. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. The eggplant is out of the oven and on the stove cooling off. In this bowl here I have 1 pound of fresh spinach that I steamed, and then once it was cooled off, I cooled it off in the sink, and then I squeezed as much water out of it as I could get out of it. So now I've got some about a pound reduces to nothing. It's probably the size of a softball, but I have about a pound of fresh cooked spinach in here. I chopped it up a little bit too. To it I'm going to add 1/4 of a cup of chopped fresh parsley. I'm going to add, this is 4 ounces of Miyoko's Vegan Moz. I'm going to use the other half. They come in 8-ounce balls. I'm going to use the other half to top this off with. And I have some tofutti. Oh no, I need to wash my hands. I have some tofutti ricotta, vegan ricotta. It's really funny. I find this better ricotta cheese. I find it only at, I think they have it at Lassen's, but I see it on like unusual to find it at Super King, my favorite Armenian market, sort of near Glendale. I can't believe they have it because they don't have any kind of a vegan selection of anything. They don't have any real other vegan cheese, but they have this vegan ricotta. I'm sure you can buy it. Maybe you can buy it. Can you even buy it on? Yeah, you probably get it on Amazon. What can't you get on Amazon? So anyway, I'm going to add a half a cup of vegan ricotta. And I have this Go Veggie vegan parm. I'm going to add, you know, I'm going to add a little handful of it. I don't even know what to call that. It's like a, if I can close my hand around it, that's how much is in there. I need to wash my hand again. You could add some more garlic to this if you wanted. If you wanted a really spicy dish, you could add more crushed red pepper. I'm not going to add either because I think I was pretty heavy-handed with the sauce. And then I'm going to season this with salt and pepper. Pepper and some salt. I always use pink Himalayan salt. It actually has things in it that are good for you, I guess. And I'm going to mash this around. Once you get this combined, and you're ready for the next step in this process, this is good and combined, I will be right back to do the next stage of the assembly of these rollatini. Right back. Okay, I'm back. So now I just covered the bottom with about 1/4 inch of the arrabbiata that I made that's ready to go. I have my eggplants out of the oven and I have my filling all mixed up. So I just need a pan, I need a plate, oh shit, I need a plate, hold on. Plate, just to work on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my little eggplants that are now soft from the oven. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of filling on it, and then I'm going to roll it up like so. Neat little roll up. And I'm going to place it seam side down on the sauce. And I'm going to do that for the rest of these bad boys. And I'll be back when they're rolled up. Okay, I'm back. They are all rolled up and in this pan. I'm now going to ladle over extra sauce. I'm using all of the sauce that I made. I like a lot of sauce. Cover these bad boys up. Let me get rid of this pan, hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to spread this around. Alright, and I have the rest of this miyokos over here. I kind of feel like it's more than I need to put a whole 4 ounces on here, but let's see how far I get. I feel like I need it all. You can use any kind of your favorite mozzarella, a grated one, if you have a grated one. It's not really important what kind. Yeah, this is way too much, so I don't need all of this cheese. I have to put this and save it for later. So I used 4 ounces of the miyokos in the actual rotini, and I'm using about 2 ounces to top it. And now I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to cover this up with foil. And I'm going to cook it at 400 for 1 hour. And that's it. That is the recipe for my vegan spinach stuffed rotini with homemade arrabbiata. When it comes out of the oven after an hour, take the foil off, let it sit for a good 10 minutes and settle before you start cutting into them, and serve them up with some fresh basil on top or some fresh parsley. And that is that. That is my recipe. So thank you for watching. Please comment in the comments below your thoughts or questions you have or suggestions you have for recipes you'd like me to make that I haven't done yet. I'd like to hear from you guys. I try to answer everybody who writes. I try in the notes below. I try to answer everybody. So please don't be shy. I'm interested in what you guys have to say about stuff and whether you've tried the recipes and if they worked out for you or not. Excuse me. So there. Okay. This is my Instagram and Twitter handles. And yeah, until next time, thank you. Please subscribe. And until next time, thanks. Bye.